You're watching Everfree Radio.
I see you. You're there.
Am I here?
I see you.
Oh my god. Hey guys, my live stream channel is like derped. I'm here. I'm sorry. Let me get this up and running here. Cue the camera. Here we go. Wow. Now I can see myself. Amazing. Hey guys, it's Dusty. It's your pal Dusty over here on the West Coast. San Jose, California. Another beautiful day, crisp and cool. Went out for a 4.5 mile walk this morning. It was gorgeous, but very cold. But I got to do it because, you know, this guy, one of these guys I have on tonight, Chef Sandy's making me look bad. Making me look bad. Because he's like dropping weight like a stone. He is looking good. Last weekend he looked awesome. So, hey, thanks for coming. I know it's late at night. My work schedule has been all screwed up, but this is the last late show for a while. So hopefully all you East Coasters will catch it up on the YouTubes, and we'll be back to our regular schedule next show in 2 weeks. But tonight, we have for you two very wonderful gentlemen, very early in our fandom. One of the very first podcasts ever out there, Bronyville podcast. I have for you Apple Cider and Chef Sandy. Gentlemen.
That's me.
That's you.
Howdy, howdy.
That's us.
Howdy, howdy. How you guys doing?
I'm doing fine. Sandy, we're doing another show.
Another show.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
That's 3 this weekend. I'm doing all right.
3 this weekend. Okay, there was your own. Mine.
Then Tumblr Podcast.
Oh, okay, cool. You're very popular this week.
Yeah, then I'll probably be doing a couple more in the middle of the week, too. Oh, man.
Ride never ends, Sandy.
The ride never, ever ends.
But hey, at least it's for a good reason.
Yes, absolutely. Good reasons. Always out there. We're going to be doing a little bit more charity work later in the program. We did wonderfully at Nightmare Nights. We'll get into that a little bit later, but let's start off with
Dusty,
this.
you're killing me with that picture.
Yeah.
I love it.
You love that one?
Oh,
Little John Joseco for you.
oh God, I love that silly image he made.
Yes,
oh,
I
it's
know.
the best.
It is the best. I don't have one yet, John. Joseco. I have to drink now. I've said his name. You must drink when you say John Joseco. Wait a minute.
Have some delicious flavored beverage here, so that works.
Delicious flavored beverage. You guys, I'm gonna run through a little bit of what I wrote here about you. Bronyville podcast was one of the first, if not the first, podcasts devoted to the MLP FIM fandom. It consistently brings its listeners entertainment, news, and guests of the highest quality. They are up to episode 129 being the next episode, and you can find them at Bronyville.com, correct?
BronyShow.com or BronyvillePodcast.com.
Unfortunately,
thank you. Some blasted second lifers grabbed the real domain.
Oh.
But we actually were the first.
Yes.
The the week after, actually, I think 4 days after, Brony show came around. So we just snuck in right in the wire to be the first one.
Yes, and also if you want to check out any of their old podcasts, look for them at the top of the download section on iTunes because they are near the top, kicking out people like Kevin Smith. Get out of here.
He completely left the category. He couldn't.
Did he?
He couldn't keep up with us.
Couldn't keep up.
He went to comedy. He was just like, forget this. We can't beat them in TV. And we are usually in the what's hot in the top 10. It's kind of ridiculous.
Absolutely. You're beating the heck out of me. I have no idea where the heck I am. I don't even know. Cowboy Dave, tell me.
Buy some apples.
I have no idea.
iTunes is some form of dark magic.
I know.
The way that they gauge who is there and who is not is completely bizarre. It's just like, this week we're 40th, and the next day we're 2nd. What's going on here? I don't understand.
5 people downloaded you, so therefore you jumped 30 places.
Hooray!
Hooray!
True.
We're on the top this week.
You know, it was so long ago. Do you guys actually remember coming up with the idea of having a podcast? And was it pretty soon after the premiere in 2010?
I'll let Sandy hit this one.
Well, so I found MLP pretty early along in the ride, before episode 10 had aired.
Okay.
You know, back in the early days on Co. And I was annoying the heck out of my friends talking about, oh my gosh, this My Little Pony show. It's really great. And AC, we've known each other for a good while now, and he was similarly annoying his friends who were like, hey, let's do a show. We'll do an episode, get it out of our system, and then we'll be done and can go off doing whatever else.
Yeah, right.
129 episodes later, I'm waiting for that next hit of Fresh Horse.
Yes. Well, you're going to get it in a week.
Days.
You're going to get it in 5 days, baby. It's like, oh! Yeah, Fresh Horse. Coming. In what, here's a question. You, me, Apple Cider, we've all been in this for a while, but in what ways has the MLP show influenced or caused you changes in your everyday life? I mean, yes, we do conventions, yes, we do, charity work and that kind of stuff, but how does it affect you guys in things you do every day?
I have to think about stuff. Have to keep looking for stuff to put on a show.
There you go. That.
Yeah, have to designate just to be like, all right, who we're gonna have on this week. Keep looking at stuff. Every single time we go to Target, it requires the immediate, all right, so let's go we need some toilet paper, let's grab some groceries, and yeah, let's go ahead and go by the girls' aisle one more time.
Pink aisle one more time. Okay.
Let's see if they have that set with Octavia. I still haven't found that one yet.
Got it.
Yeah, stuff like that, and then going, deciding which playlist I'm going to go from the day. Is it going to be the metal playlist, the chiptune playlist, the video game playlist, or the pony playlist? And the pony playlist is my second longest. It's kind of ridiculous the number of songs I have on my phone.
That leads me into my next question. This fandom has done an enormous... In fact, they do more music than any fandom I've ever seen. Ever. What's your favorite genres of Brony music, and if you have any favorite songs?
I'm a fan of metal. I like Cyril's stuff. And Equestrian Lord, and it's not a terribly prolific subgenre of the pony music, but it's what I've heard is pretty good. And for a while there, for obvious reasons, Cyril's rendition of Nightmare Night was sort of my driving power anthem. It's like, all right, planning session, put it on, let's go.
He just released a new version today.
Ooh.
Yeah, you must check it out because it's hard rocking. Basically, he took over all the vocals, and Cyril's vocals are awesome. So yeah, I'm another metalhead myself. So I've done the thing with Brony Militia, and I've done a couple of the things that with Bronified. So I really wish I could do more, but things happen. What about you, AC? Tell me a little bit about you and your music-loving personness.
Oh, geez. Now I'm trying to desperately search and try and figure out what to go with.
Just open up your iTunes folder and find out what's there. Come
You know what? If I picked up some stuff, and my iTunes doesn't have as much, but I definitely do have some of the balloon party stuff inside of there.
Yeah.
That stuff was fantastic. Any of the stuff that's come out for like the Seeds of Kindness, those things are always fantastic. You know, I think almost everyone in the planet will admit to putting the Living Tombstones Discord song on at, you know,
Stupid
level
volumes.
11 on their car and
Stupid
just
volumes.
letting.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I've done that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, mainly those things. It's kind of across the span. I haven't actually paid attention to it recently, but considering the season's about to start and we're about to get a whole bunch of new remixes, I'll probably end up hearing some more.
Yes, the remixes and the original music that's to come in the next 6 months just makes me salivate.
Yep.
That's like I can't wait for it. Cutie Mark Crusaders. Let's talk about Cutie Mark Crusaders. What are your feelings on these three? Do you think any or all of them will eventually find their talents that they keep tripping over, that they keep ignoring? Do you think any of them are going to get one? Do you think all three of them are going to get one?
Well, here's the inverse. So let's play with the question a little bit. If they did get their marks, what would you then do with them?
That's true.
That's the ultimate problem, is that if you give them their big distinction right now is that they're ones that are constantly searching, and if you give them that thing, what do? Do they become teachers? Do they try and find others to help out? You know, it puts them in a weird position if you actually answer their question. I like the fact that it's just kind of like, all right, they're going to be that, they're going to be constantly striving. If they actually if there is the point that DHX knows it's going to happen and they can put a stake in the ground and go, this is the end, then sure, have it happen where they go, we got our marks, and it happens off camera and everybody gets mad.
There you go. Horribly
That's the best
mad.
way to do it.
Although I would think that maybe this is the way it could go down. Sweetie Belle gets her singing cutie mark. The other two get a little jelly. And then the main six have to help Sweetie Belle teach the other ones that it's okay, that they can all still work on. She's still fine. She can still help you find your cutie marks. She doesn't change just because she's hit puberty. You know, something like that. What do you think?
Yeah, because, you know, we saw what happened after Twist got her cutie mark. She got dropped pretty hard.
Yeah. Dropped pretty hard. I mean, she's not hanging out with Twist no more, is she? You know, Twist is off making candy canes, doing something. Okay, what are you guys looking forward to the most in this coming season? Any plot line or story that you really want fleshed out this year, or is there something new that's coming, or something you can think of, something new that you want to see?
Well, I hope that they show more of Equestria. I mean, we've obviously seen a few places so far in passing, and hopefully there will be more visitation, you know, new locales, expand upon places like Manhattan, stuff like that, and maybe beyond Equestria. You know, there's all sorts of other lands they could visit.
Oh yeah, Griffin Kingdoms,
Saddle Arabia,
absolutely. What about you, AC?
Let's see. So I've got two pieces to this. The first is I'm just going to go ahead and say I want to see what they're going to do with Alicorn Twilight. That's
straight up gonna happen. I'm talking about something that we know is not gonna happen.
That we're going to speculate. Then
we're
here's
speculating
my speculation.
Speculating
okay.
of it.
All right, speculation. I want to speculate that episode 26 there's a royal baby.
I will have to back you up on that.
I think episode 26.
I will lay bet to that because of things I saw online earlier. Things I saw on packaging.
La gasps.
Should I let it out?
I've not even heard about it. This has been my speculation since the beginning.
Things I saw on packaging on certain pictures in certain places.
Yeah. Well, there's already the Skyla.
Well, yeah, it happens to do with Skyla. On the packaging, it says that she's the foal of Twilight Sparkle.
What?
And somebody that we just can't figure out why.
Wow.
Blue blood? What?
Huh?
Teen
Really?
Mom Twilight? This is gonna go weird places.
This is...
Oh, your chat room's losing it.
Stork brings the baby. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna find this now.
It's somewhere. It's out there. I've seen it. I saw it online. It must be true.
Oh, jeez.
Must be true.
Oh, God.
Saw it online.
Geez.
Must be true.
Yep.
Must be true. That's Skylar. So
I still think it would be. I would still more guess that it would be a Cadence Shining Armor baby.
Me too.
But,
Me too.
But
I'm thinking there might be Dos Foals.
Twins?
Cousins.
Cousin twins?
Cousins.
Born on the same day?
Cousins born on the same day.
This is madness.
Madness, I tell you. Madness!
I'm sorry, guys. I can't do this anymore. I'm getting off the ride.
You will sit right there and keep your hands inside the ride at all times, Chef.
Okay.
In fact, this next question is for you.
Oh,
Specifically,
boy, here we go.
Tell us a bit about the final update on Nightmare Nights. Attendance, charity final numbers, feedback from attendees. Give us a bit of a rundown.
All right. Well, final numbers around 1,100 people.
11, that's pretty good.
That is really good.
That's really good.
Especially since, well, our marketing paid off. What do you know?
Yeah, what do you know?
Everybody and their mom knew about us, and a lot of them showed up. Total numbers charity-wise, we raised $9,122.
$9,122. Uh-oh, did we lose him again? Jeff?
Jeffers, come out of the closet.
Come out of the closet, Jeff. He's actually in the closet, people, because his roommates are watching anime in the other room. Oh!
He didn't want to be disturbed.
Oh,
there he
about
is.
that.
There he is.
Okay.
There it goes.
All right, where'd it cut off?
You cut off at $9,122.
All right, and $3,120.86 for the Nortex Food Bank.
Awesome.
And 186 pounds of food.
Wow, that's a lot of spaghetti.
And it was.
And it was a ton of spaghetti.
Yeah, because somebody donated 3 25-pound cases of spaghetti.
Sweet.
And so did a lot of other people. I mean, people did donate other stuff, but the majority took the name and ran with it and donated pasta and spaghetti.
I donated $40 of my own money to spaghetti and meatballs.
So, sweet.
Absolutely. You know, I finally had a kid on Sunday. I'm sitting there eating lunch with Thing and Guns and Tyler, and all of a sudden I get up and this kid goes, "Dusty, hey, what?" Boom! And he hits me with a long pack of uncooked spaghetti. I'm going, yes! I pick it up, I sign it with a Sharpie, and I give it to him, take a picture. Awesome. Yep. Awesome. I'm glad that...
Let's hope this doesn't become a constant all the time.
Hey, you know what? If people want to give food to food banks in my name, more power to you. Sure. More power to you. Just do good.
Getting assaulted with spaghetti might get a little old, but
it might get a little old. But you know, I'll put up with it so that people can eat.
It's all for a good cause.
It's all for a good cause. All for a good cause. You guys seem to have a lot of guests on your show, like Pixel. Pixel Kitties love Pixel. We all do. Let me get her.
Who we are going to have on. Actually, this Saturday we're doing a tabletop session with the My Little Pony Savage World campaign. We're going to play with her on Saturday at noon, I believe. Or no, Sunday at noon.
Sunday at noon coming up. So it's a tabletop gaming session.
Yep. And I can tell you that I will not be playing Shadowrun that weekend because my GM's out of town, so there's no conflict.
Woohoo! Hooray! Hooray! We actually play a game called Ponytails, which was written by one of our friends, Dave. It's a 6-sided die game, and we've been playing it playtesting for over a year now, and having lots of fun. So that's also on DeviantArt. Look up Ponytails, Tales, if you want to check out a really good tabletop dice game for ponies. Yeah, so that's great. Has bringing in a third voice sort of changed the dynamic on the show for good or bad? And if one went really bad, did it go bad into a funny? You know, give us a story how that happened.
Yeah. So we normally it goes really well, and we've learned to manage multiple people. Like last week, we had Sophie Cabra, Full Papers, and Bob, in addition to AC and I. And so that'll be coming out this Wednesday.
Okay.
Which will be 2 days prior to when this comes out on downloadable. But anyways, and that worked out really well. Everybody directs it. But one time that what went really weird was when we had what's the guy's Flim Flam Philosophy.
Okay.
Yep.
Wasn't that the guy?
Yeah, the maker of the
Rainbow
Abridged
Dash
series
Presents.
and Rainbow Dash Presents. He's a good guy.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
I think he had a different idea of what was coming on, and
Mm-hmm.
when he pulls the stuff for his for his Abridged series and everything. He's taking normally pretty dark stories and then making them weird to make
Weird
them
and
okay.
funny. Yeah.
And then we kind of talk about the process of him finding the stories and which ones, and he starts going into detail about the stories he's reading and like the darkness of those stories, and I'm just sitting here going like, ha, ha, oh.
Yeah. See, stop.
Silence now. Yes, that's enough. Thank you. I can see it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Dedication to one's shtick is pretty good, but
And Sandy was having a rough day as is, and he
Uh-huh.
was just kind of like, I'm done with this, which was a shame because after it was done, we were doing our post show, and the guy opened up about his girlfriend and just was just like, oh, I like her so much, we're doing all these things together, and I'm like, I wanted this guy earlier. I wanted this man to be talking, not the one that's telling me about these terrible rarity fics he's been reading. Like, no,
Anything but that.
I still love his stuff. It's fantastic. I want to get him on again because he's a great personality, but it's just like, so dark.
Don't talk about that. You can come back on, but don't talk about that. Yeah.
I don't even think it was one of those things of like, don't talk about it, but I just don't think he didn't realize how far down that well he went.
How far down the rabbit hole he had gone, chasing it.
The number of times he used trigger words, I went, was more than I would have liked, but it's still, he's a fantastic guy.
Yeah. Sometimes you just get, oh, I'm still being recorded? Oh my god.
Yeah, just gotta go with it.
Buy some apples. Who is your one pie in the sky would love to have on my show, but you know what? It would never happen because I'll never get them on my show. Who's that pie in the sky guest you haven't gotten yet?
The man that pays me $1 million to record them.
It ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen. That's why you asked that question.
Well, give me a name, a person, or something.
Okay. All right. You got any of them there, Sheffers?
I'd say, it's Lauren. We never did get her on, and, at this point, it's pretty far past the, I would say, the use-by date in terms of relevancy. I mean, obviously, she does a lot of other cool stuff, too, and we could have her on, but I don't know if she's too keen to show up on random pony episodes, talk pony, when she's obviously doing a lot of other things right now, like Wander, which is all right.
All right? What? Wait a minute. Back that train up. Did you just call Wander just all right?
Well, Wander's great.
Do you call Wander just all right? Did that what you did?
I'm afraid so. Now, admittedly, I've only seen like a couple episodes, so I could give it another chance.
Have you seen The Troll?
I've not.
You must go see The Troll, because once you see The Troll, it will completely change you on Wander Over Yonder, because it is freaking hilarious and smart and right on point.
It was a really, really good episode.
Really good episode. You must watch that one before you make up your mind.
Okay, well,
Because
I know a guy who has access to those files.
Yes.
And granted, I've seen some of the other ones, and I agree that they weren't as
They weren't as good as that one.
Right.
The Troll was where they found their footing.
Yeah.
Like every show, the first 2 or 3 or 4 are like, let's find our footing with these characters, and then all of a sudden it's like, bang! You got it. And they got it with that episode.
Who I would end up wanting would... Okay, here's what I would ultimately want. Because right now we all know we sit at the situation where DHX can say stuff, but they can't say. We're right now we have they can't talk about season 5. I would love if it everything's swept under the rug, everything's kind of wrapped up and move on, and we could just you could have an open conversation with these people and find out what the heck was in that Bible. Like to actually see the show Bible and be like, and these were the original sketches, and this was the original idea for this, and this was going to go this way that we didn't even use. Like that would just be fantastic because it's just that tome of.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine?
Lauren, yeah.
Okay, this is my pie. You couldn't imagine. Okay, after the series is over, and it's so good and so awesome, because we know it is, that it goes on for 10 seasons, and then at the end of it, they have a coffee table book with, an intro written by Lauren Faust with the entirety of the Bible in it, with the original sketches and the original ideas, plus awesome glossy photos of all the really great moments from the series, from like episodes 2014. It's just really nice. You remember when Disney was putting out coffee table books, really beautiful, gorgeous coffee table books. I have the Lion King. I have the Lion King, and it's like really gorgeous. I can imagine Hasbro doing a coffee table book of this show. That would be so good.
It would be so good. It sounds like such a good idea. I'm not sure
it'll ever happen. Nope.
Sorry. They did go out of their way and did the Elements of Harmony book, which was pretty cool,
which was good. I liked it. But let's go a little bit more adult, a little bit more deeper.
Yeah, there's still so many we made this alternate track and we did these extra supposedly I have at Nightmare Nights Dallas I talked to some of them and the ending of the episode 2 season 2 the Discord episode where they're all doing the Star Wars thing, the Star Wars ending, supposedly they mapped that out from start to end.
Yes, shot for shot.
With these for shot, and they had to trim it down. I would love to see every single part of it. Supposedly there's a part where Spike is just kind of waddling, like R2 would have been waddling. Yep. I would love to see all
the animatic
things.
They had to do the animatic. Let's just see the animatic of it. It doesn't have to be finished. Just let's see that.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
What's funny though is after my parents were vendors at Nightmare Nights, right? But they'd never actually seen an episode.
Okay.
So they came over to my place, fired the projector, and showed them Return of Harmony 1 and 2. And right when the end sequence, my dad's like, "That's Star Wars." Yes.
Yes, Dad.
He's like,
is.
They totally did Star Wars. Like, yes, Dad.
They did.
And then I showed him Read It and Weep, the Daring Do episode, because he's also, a big Indiana Jones fan. He thought that was great. So.
Right. I'm the same way. It's like, there's so much good stuff in these episodes. Now that we've done the whole watch every episode until season 4, now that I've seen some of the stuff that I missed, I'm a huge fan. And it's like, wait a minute, I didn't see that the first time through. Oh, I gotta watch these more. Because you catch little things or you forget things. You forget something from season 1 or season 2. Now you go back and watch them, it's like, whoa, maybe they'll bring that back in season 4. Maybe a little nod to season 1. You never know. So, let's see. Okay, here we're gonna talk about it right now.
Okay.
Right now.
Let's do it. I'm done.
Question girls.
Okay.
Comments. Yay, nay, good, bad, indifferent.
It sure was a thing.
Was it a thing, Sandy?
It was a thing.
Was it a thing?
Some of the songs were kind of catchy. Some of them were a little too poppy for my taste. And,
hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
It's supposed to be every pony. I mean, wait. It was okay. I mean, I watched it and was not impressed, but I know exactly why they made it. Because they want to sell dolls to get into a particular market they didn't have a market share in. So I don't really
doing a good job too.
I don't give it a lot of significance in the greater pony canon.
Well,
it's a thing.
They said that they aren't going to even talk about it in season 4. So no Flash Sentry, no reference to the trip we took up in the Crystal Empire. Nothing.
Which is a shame because I might be one of the few people on the planet that actually thought that Flashlight was actually kind of good.
I thought Flash Sentry was kind of flesh him out a bit.
I thought you flash him out a little bit. And he was harmless.
Of course he was.
Like waifu stealing aside, he was relatively just kind of like, hey, I'm a dude. Hey, what's up? There was nothing about him where it was just like, hey, Twilight, what's going on here? let's I just don't understand like the weirdness on him. But whatever. The people were already up in arms about Equestria Girls, and they heard boyfriend.
I had this slide just for you, Cider. I put this one in just for you. 'Cause I knew she's your wife.
Now,
At some point, it was going to come up.
think that if Flash was in season 4,
Yeah.
and Skyla is Twilight's, the amount of fan reaction, even before it could have gotten anywhere near,
I'm feeling
would
the
burn down
from
the internet.
here.
Oh,
Fandom fire
my.
status would be just set to nuclear
Feeling
till the
burn
rest of the
from
season.
here.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
There would just be a glowing light at the end of the fandom,
Glowing.
and it just says "exit here."
Exit here.
Um,
I think we just have to designate the fire status to Fallout Equestria.
Yeah,
that's-
pretty much.
no,
There's no coming back.
No coming back for that
No.
one.
Considering the fact that I thought Equestria Girls was going to be horrible, it turned out better than I expected.
Yes.
Some of the musical numbers were fine.
Uh-huh.
I understand the fact that they had the reason they were colored the way they were. The writing is actually super tight. After it was done, I was like, okay, let me figure out how I can Mystery Science Theater this thing, and I just went, no, everything flows too fast. The only thing I can really knock it for is that they introduce a problem that gets resolved in 90 seconds.
Right.
Oh no, you broke the party. Oh look, here's proof that she didn't. Okay, never mind.
Well, yeah, it's like, that's the only thing I had. Like, why didn't Sunset Shimmer get detention at least? For reporting it badly. It's like, what? Obviously, she showed you pictures that she cut the thing together. Normally, if I was in high school and I did that kind of thing, I'd be...
Buy some apples!
Up!
Buy some apples!
Yay!
Buy some apples.
It's late at night, people. Don't say those things. All our kids are in bed. It's like late night with DustyKatt.
I
So,
see.
late night with
Dusty
DustyKatt.
After Dark.
Dusty After Dark. There you go! Late night with DustyKatt. Free for all. Free for all. What would you two want to bring up at this point? You get one free for all thing. Question. What do you want to do? What do you want to say?
All right. Oh, now I'm on the spot here.
Now you're on the spot, buddy.
Let's see. One free for all thing. Let me think. Let's see. You're giving people that do shows all the time the moment to talk, and we don't know what to say.
Amazing! I give two guys who talk for a living, well, not a living, but talk for fun, and they just clam up.
Well, normally we plan everything out well in advance.
Well, so do I.
Now
You see, it's like I'm now putting you on the spot. You see.
My.
Okay, here's a good point. We brought up tabletops a little bit earlier.
Right, we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk
So
about it.
what's been your favorite campaign or single campaign so far in the tabletop you've done?
Oh,
Than the pony one.
Oh, we did this really great, awesome campaign where we had to fly by dirigible out to a dragon island. And we had to actually talk to this elderly dragon because where our campaign is located is in the Valley of Heart's Delight, which is on the very southern tip of Equestria. And we're right next to the Griffin lands, so we have griffins coming in, and we have that kind of political thing going on. But we really needed a place for ships to refuel out there, halfway up the coast to get to Equestria. So we found this island, and then found this ancient dragon was living there. So we had to actually fly the dirigible out. And we had to actually talk, we had to do some political mumbo-jumbo. We had to get his permission, right, to set up an air base and a shipping port on his island. That was cool. That was pretty cool. So basically, we had to, instead of the whole fight thing, we had to think. We had to think a lot on what were we gonna do for this dragon. You know how we fixed it? Coffee.
You just coffeed the
We
dragon.
coffeed the dragon up, and he said, "Oh, this is good. Yeah, I'll let you." It was freaking hilarious. It was great, and we did another one in a place called Lunapine, where the Yetis were causing avalanches on the train tracks, and we had to figure out why. Why were the Yetis causing avalanches on the train tracks in Lunapine? Come to find out, the weather ponies were shoving all the bad weather up their mountain, and they were pretty stinking mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I could do it.
So we had to fix that too. I was and now there's a really cool resort town up there, and one other character with me. We actually set up one of only 3 Lunabucks franchises there in Lunapine, and we're making bits like you wouldn't believe. Making bits. Awesome.
We usually don't end up making too much money. We end up losing a good amount of hours. We've had a lot of ones that had really fun storylines. We had like the weird Nightmare Night goo ponies and a whole bunch of other really crazy. The one I have to say I loved the most was just because of the way it resolved. We had this crazy situation where we were on an airship, and you know there was some terrorism that's going on. There's bombs on the airship that we have to go and run around and find. And you know I'm acting like I'm all some sort of secret agent for some odd reason because I just take on weird personas.
Yeah.
And at the very end, there's two people that were battling in this corridor, and we bust out a window, and so like stuff's moving everywhere. One of the people jumps out of the window with a jetpack and flies away, and we've got this one guy we got to deal with, and we end up like part of the game system is there's no real actual combat. You don't actually like punch because you know it's trying to keep to the cartoon rules and you know friendship and most of that stuff. Right. So you know when you are doing combat, usually you're you're intimidating them to bring their hit points down. You're you know taunting them to bring them down, and then you're grappling them as you know a physical action. And so we were doing the taunts, and we were getting this one character down, and we kept like doing the ones that made them feel bad. And so at the very end, he's just like this guy's all you know he's sad now. He's very, you know, he feels sorry for what he did. You know, he actually didn't want to do this to begin with. And so as my action, I just go up to him and just go, I give him a hug. And the hug counted as a grapple act. And we hugged this guy into submission.
Oh my goodness. Our game, you actually get harmony points. That's how you actually, you know, get, you know, level up, as it were. So basically, you know, doing too many bad, non-harmonious things, you don't get, you know, leveled up. So it was, we had this one where there was a dragon who was raiding the library because he was like a nerd dragon, and he wasn't Gary, and he didn't fit in with the other dragons because he wanted to learn more about you know the ponies. So he would basically raid the library and take all the books off somewhere. So, to get my harmony point, I actually went up to him in my armor and said, "You don't have a library card." And he got all like, "Can I get one?" "Of course we can get you one, but stop stealing the books and bring them back on time." "Okay." It was freaking hilarious.
The crazy stories you can
Yes.
get out of these.
Crazy.
If you haven't, like, if you can find someone to do tabletop, I know Gift Creek 23. He's the guy that does a Savage World. He has a, I believe it's like FantasticPonytails.com or something that he does. Yeah, all of this stuff is really fun. If you can find someone to play with, it's actually a great time.
It's a great time playing roll top games, dude.
What was your favorite, Sandy?
I think the Halloween one where we chose with the goo ponies and our stupid costumes. That was. I'm not even
going into our Nightmare Nights game test, our gameplay, because it was. I'm not even going into it. Maybe someday Carrot will talk about it, but we're not talking about it tonight. No.
We were going around. I was so happy before the game because when I knew it was Nightmare Nights, I had to get us with costumes. So we were playing the whole game as ketchup and mustard.
Oh, that's where that picture came from.
Yes, that's exactly.
Oh,
so.
Okay.
And go ahead.
And so we spent most of the entire game just in costume, doing our pony adventures while in game looking absolutely ridiculous.
Nice. Well,
why not?
My character was dressed up as the pony of the opera, with the half mask, and I'm not going to tell you why, but the entire campaign he was singing operatic. Everything he said, he had to sing operatic. It was a freaking scream. Every time I had to say something, I'd get up from the table and just start singing. It was hilarious. But anyway, at that point, we are now at commercial time. We're a little over commercial time. So we're going to commercial. And when we come back, we're going to do upcoming conventions, not many left. And we're going to go to charity work. And then after we're done with that, all you out there can ask through Screwball your questions for these two gentlemen. And with that, we'll be back in just a couple minutes. So hang tight.
See you then.
You! Yes, you! Do your friends make fun of you because you can't spell the word dog? Does your pyromaniac little sister use your books as kindling? Are your fanfics infested with Draconequus? Boy, do we have the solution for you. Oh, yes, we do! Come visit Ponyville's own Golden Oaks Library, where your head archivist is our very own Princess Twilight Sparkle. Drop in, check us out, get lost in a book. If Rainbow Dash can do it, so can you! Please remember to reshelve all books in the proper Dewey Decimal System location. No gum-chewing, dubstep, mad science, exploding ponies, or party cannons allowed. Those on holidays, winter wrap-up, and whenever Equestria is doomed. Don't text and drive.
That's right. Oh, sorry. Are your fanfics infested with Draconequus? I'm sure they are, because most of them are. So you need to go down to Golden Oaks Library and find out how to write correctly from Princess Twilight Sparkle. She'll lecture you on it. She'll use lecture, and it will work on you. It will. That's for all you ponies. For all you humans out there, go to Redbubble and buy our shirt, because we like people wearing our shirt, because it helps. It helps the show, and it helps so that we can bring people like this to you, AC and Chef Sandy. But, they might come to a certain convention in the spring, and it's called BabsCon. BabsCon is coming in Easter weekend. It is April 18th to 20th, 2014. They already have a list to die for, but they added to it. Listen to this list of people so far. Andrea Libman, GM Barrow, Emmy Larson, Amy Keating-Rogers, Megan McCarthy. It's going to be a writing bonanza. And then, for music, we got Your Beat Brony, Fanning, Tarby, and Michael A. so far. But Mike the Microphone's going to show up. It's like an hour away from his house. Of course he's going to be there. If he's not, I'll get him there. And then, this week, they announced who? Babs herself. Brianna Drummond's going to be there. Babs Seed herself is going to be there. So is Brian, her dad. Her dad's going to be there. So that's... you don't get to see those two very often. So you gots to be there. So check that out. You can also go to Ask Golden Gates, which is a Tumblr for their mascot pony, and she'll tell you everything you need to know about the Golden Gate Bridge, or mining gold, or whatever. But I'm sure she'll tell you something about all that stuff. Gone. So we're going to charity. So last charity was with our good friend Casey Robin. Casey, everybody knows Casey. Casey plays Applejack at all the conventions, and there's a picture of her right there. So we did it for UNICEF, and we broke our 500-bit goal, 508 bits, with a kick-in from Caradwin to 608 bits for a yearly standing of $2,205. $2,205. So, what? $22,005. Excuse me, $20,005. So we're doing awesome for the year. Keep it up. Now we didn't hit 1,000, so this stays with us for now. Might come back later, but this stays with us. But we get to draw names for this box of Season 2 trading cards. And this big packet of art right here, which was sent to me by one Casey Robin. Let's see if we can pull something out of here. She sent me a lot of stuff. So, you get the print of Granny Smith and Apple Bloom. You get this big pack of all of the travel posters that we talked about last show. But not only that, you also get this, which, if I can get it open without screwing it up, is the original for the Smile piece. So there's the original right here, signed by Casey, and a print that she made from it. So you can tell because the background. So that is an original Casey Robin, which I don't even know an original Casey Robin. So this is awesome stuff. And I got a hat full of names right over here. Hat full of names. So, who's gonna be this week? This one. Hey, Pony Toast. That $10 you gave me for losing pool, you win, buddy. So, get me your mailing address, and we will send all that stuff to you. $10 well spent, I think. Even though you had to lose at pool to actually do it. Awesome. Thank you very much, everybody out there, for donating this week. So, put on the hat and get ready for our new charity. And what we're going to do is, because we didn't quite crack 10 grand back at Nightmare Nights, we are going to go back to St. Jude's. St. Jude's Children's Hospital is going to be absolutely fantastic work that they do. So we're going back to St. Jude's, and for that, if you give $5, there's a link over on manliestbrony.com. You go there after the show and you give at least $5. You're going to be in the drawing for this stuff. One pixelated Luna, which was given to me by a military brony at Nightmare Nights. So this came right from Nightmare Nights. So thank you very much, gentlemen. He told me that he actually took my podcast on deployment and helped him get through his deployment. Thank you very much for all your service. Piece number 2. Powerpuff Girls #1 from IDW. #1 comic book right there. So Powerpuff Girls is back. 3rd, this Pop Twilight Sparkle. Hey AC, you'd want that.
Hey,
look at that.
I like Twilight.
You like Twilight, don't you?
I do.
That's why I got this, because you was coming. So that's for if you give $5. You're in for those 3 things. Now, if we crack 5 bills, I got something else. It's over here. You want to see it? Yeah? Okay. Let me get it for you. Twilight Sparkle foil card. 5 bills. This will be in play. Okay?
Dusty, I'm gonna combo breaker you there.
Are you now?
I'm gonna add a second one.
2?
2. I have 2 of them.
You have 2?
Oh, I have 2, but I have an extra, and I will dump it into that pile with yours if you hit that limit.
Wow! If we hit $500, you're gonna get not 1, but 2 Twilight Sparkle cards. 2. Now, if we hit $1,000, the Monopoly game's back in play. Okay? So if we hit $1,000, the Monopoly game's back in play. I think that's going to be our $1,000 from here on out. If we hit $1,000 on any charity from here on out, Monopoly game is in play. Okay? So, after the show, go to manliestbrony.com, click on the little link, give us a couple of bucks, and you're in on a lot of stuff. Awesome? Let's see if we can get that total for Nightmare Nights plus us over 10 grand. Where we got to go? How many? About, what, $900? Come on,
where
Sandy.
were we, Sandy?
Where were we, Sandy?
Wait, what?
Where were we where were we on the charity auction? 9,000 what?
$9,122.
Okay, so we need about $890 to crack 10 grand. I want it to happen. Tell your friends, tell everybody that if we get there, all that stuff is in play. All right? All right. And we are on to question and answer. Hey, Screwy.
Yeah.
Oh!
So much enthusiasm. Oh my god.
Screwy.
How you guys doing?
How you doing, buddy?
I am doing pretty good, actually. It's dark and cold and chilly up here in the north.
It's Alberta. What did you expect?
Yeah, it's been snowing. It's supposed to go to, like, what is it, minus 30 tomorrow? That's a lot.
Minus 30?
May not seem like a lot for you Americans.
That's crazy.
Because of your Fahrenheit, but...
That's nasty.
I'm hoping that's not in the Celsius.
That is in the Celsius.
Wow.
So if you step outside, you just die?
You put your cars in a microwave oven or something to start them?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Wow.
Despite the radiation.
Despite the radiation. I mean, nobody's coming to where you work to buy computer equipment when it's 30 below.
No, they will.
Wow.
Because they know that they're going to be stuck indoors, right? So
Yeah.
what are they going to do? They're going to buy electronics to stay indoors.
To stay indoors. How many?
Hey,
how
PCs
many?
don't got to worry about overheating then.
Yeah. How many PlayStation 4s did your store sell?
We sold out in the first 2 hours.
Woo! That's a lot.
It was absolutely amazing. And from what I've seen on the numbers, the PlayStation 4 did really well for a console release on not crashing, which is good, really good, because if you look back to previous generations, they had quite the trouble.
Oh, by the way, I have a special message from Bob Carr.
I know him.
Please abuse Sandy on air more. Thank you. Okay, sure. No problem.
Okay,
not a problem.
Bob Carr being the second.
Bob Carr, the second head of Nightmare Nights. Hi, Bob. How you doing? Thanks for dropping by. Again, wonderful job on Nightmare Nights. Both of you guys had a wonderful time. So I'm sure we have plenty of questions to get to.
Oh yeah.
And do it.
I've been dragging them all in. So this one's from Heart Healer. Question for all: what has been your favorite storyline, main series or micro series in the MLP comics so far?
I love Nightmare Rarity. The Nightmare Rarity line was just awesome.
I'm gonna have to go with Nightmarity as well.
Yeah.
The Chrysalis storyline. It's so spoopy.
Oh, it was spooky. That one.
I'm such a Chrysalis fan.
Yeah, that was spooky. But you know what? I gotta go with Nightmare Rarity. Just because it was just really well written from a comic standpoint, being an old school comic guy. Really loved it. Everything they do on that comic has been gold. I mean, it's just, I haven't seen a bad one yet. You know,
there's only one thing that I have to rip on the Nightmare one, and get ready to just want to strangle me because of this. But there's just one plot hole. Why is it that? Because we all know these are canon. These are deemed as canon. Yep. And so, if they saw Luna when they fought Nightmare Rarity, why is it that they were afraid of her when she returns in the Halloween episode? It always throws me off.
Well, that's because the comics take place between seasons 2 and 3, and Luna Eclipse was in season 2.
There you go.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. See, I knew Chef would know.
That does it.
Chef would know. I knew that.
Wait, no, that's not possible, because if you see Luna, this is before her hair goes all wavy and stuff.
All wavy and stuff, he says.
You know what I mean.
I think it was just easier to draw the solid hair. She was just having a solid hair day.
But then after she turned into the wavy hair afterwards, remember? She turns to the actual, the Luna during the comic. So that would actually mean that it was after season 1. But before season 2.
Or we could also think that because she was depressed and worried that she didn't have her full power or confidence of being the Princess of the Night. Dueling headcanons.
Dueling headcanons.
This could go on for hours. I'm just gonna stop.
Stop.
I will state of the micro series, the Pinky comic was fantastic.
It was. The Pinky comic was fantastic. Oh my!
I've never had a chance to read any of the micro series.
Just if you don't, and some of the micros are
Yeah.
Some of them are not as high quality, but the Pinky one is top notch. It is dead on Pinky in style and nature. It's great. I highly recommend seeing that one if you have not looked at the micro series.
It's a comic with a song in it.
Yes. But somebody actually made. Somebody actually made that song too.
Yep.
That is awesome. I gotta check that out.
The Celestian one was good too.
Yeah, I like the Celestian one.
Is there a Luna one yet?
Coming.
Next month.
Yep. It's the last of the micro series before they do the next sideline in 2014.
Yep. Next.
Goodness. Let's see here. This one's from Lycan. If you are trying to introduce someone to ponies, which episode do you show them and why?
Sonic Rainboom.
It's one of those things you have to tailor to the person. It's like, what do they like?
There's
do they like adventure? Do they like just the story? Do they want the ground floor?
Adventure, daring, do.
Come on, Sandy.
The openers of season 1 established the world pretty well, and
it did.
Kind of nails down all the characters. Right, this is Applejack, this is Pinkie Pie, this is Fluttershy, because they don't really nail down the characters anywhere else. You kind of have to have a little bit of foreknowledge of the characters before you can watch the rest of it and know why they do the things they do.
Yep.
So just the opener to season 1's pretty good, but then at that point you can jump around anywhere you like.
What about you, AC?
I would probably go, because I generally like to go with Suited for Success. Usually a fantastic one to use on people who are creatives that go, I know that feeling so much.
Yes.
They really identify with that one. This may just be me. I think it's a great episode, but I also think it might be a little bit too close to the heart just because knowing the character and the character progression. But, of season 2, Hurricane Fluttershy was fantastic, and I think that the progression of that goes really well. I would probably end up using that one.
I always say Lesson 0 just because it's absolutely hysterical.
No,
so
you always say Apple Family Reunion.
Hey, no, that's my favorite episode, but I want to say that is something that's ongoing because I stick to that one emotionally because it always makes me cry.
Always makes me cry.
Always makes me cry. I'm not kidding. I just watched it 2 weeks ago, and yeah, again.
Hiccup.
Excuse me.
Hiccup.
Clearly, this tea that I have here is.
Are you sneaking? Are you sneaking candy back there? Is that it? No.
Sure. I don't know.
Been pilfering my special ciders, it seems.
Yeah, this is tea with quotation fingers, certainly.
Sort of like I've got Angry Orchard tea right here.
Fingers? What are those?
It's like hooves. It's like fingers. Yes.
Well, they are. If you think about it, hooves kind of are fingertips.
They are single-digit fingers.
Yeah.
That's freaking me out. Don't say that.
They are. Don't you know horse biology? They're single-tip fingers.
They have hoof magnets. Remember?
A hoof is basically a nail. It's a finger.
That's true.
Each hoof is a nail on the end of a finger.
Oh, that's freaking me out. Stop that.
Breaking your mind.
Breaking your minds. Breaking your minds. I come from Michigan. We're horse people. Rule.
Are you horse whisperers?
I'm horse whisperer.
Is it Equestria, Michigan? Is that what it is? It's just a city in Michigan.
You see, I'm whispering to Luna. No, Nightmare Moon. Hey, Nightmare Moon. I'm whispering to you. I'm a horse whisperer.
See, if Final Draft is hearing now, when he hears someone whisper, he freaks out, and it's his best weakness. Just whisper to him. Just go, hey, Final Draft, and then he freaks out.
Just go.
Making a note.
Hey, Final Draft. Tell us about the jazz. Good to
know. He's not watching right now. He's gonna kill
us. Don't no. We're just funning. Next.
And then we're fired.
We'll be fired. We're fired. Trust me.
So this one's from Dragoon 777. Question for Sandy and Apple Cider. What's the weirdest moment you've had on your podcast?
See, well, we covered a little bit of the most awkward.
Awkward.
Let me think if we. Well, I mean, if all right, I have to kind of go with this one, and I'm sorry, Sandy. But we did early on between season 1 to season 2, we did a marathon where we watched all of season 1 right before season 2 hit. Okay. And so we did a 13-hour-ish live stream doing all that, bringing in a bunch of fans and
remember
friends.
That? I was on that.
And at the very end, we were sitting there, and I hadn't been watching the actual stream during this whole time, and everybody on the stream just kept talking about, why does Magneto keep popping up? Like, why does he keep showing up on this? Mm-hmm. And I switched over, and sure enough, this was during the first class stuff, so the Magneto was just there at the bottom, and you could unleash his power, and he'd throw a whole bunch of stupid artifacts across the screen.
Oh, jeez.
So it was at the time of we were doing At the Gala, and someone just said At the Magneto, and I went with it. And I then proceeded to redo the entire song as At the Magneto. Just completely reform between losing my breath with laughter. Just
and that's why there was a Magneto pony shirt on We Love Vine for a brief
That's
period.
why.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes.
It's been bothering me from day one when I got that
And
jewelry
then
box.
somebody did the stinking animation. Somebody did a short little animation of Magneto Pony.
And somebody did a custom, which AC now owns.
I do. It was $70 well spent.
$70 well spent.
But yeah, my favorite lyric from that stupid thing was, "At the Gala with Magneto is where I'm going to be. We're going to talk about magnets and metal things he sees." It was quite special. It was
quite special.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Yeah. What about anything for you, Sandy?
Well, it's one of those. It's always interesting when we have people on that don't quite know how our format is, and the fact that we're supposed to be clean, and I just feel bad when we have people that just shoot their mouths off, and I'm like, no, jeez,
buy some apples.
No, because you can't really since we stream, it's out there.
Yeah.
And our audio guy has long since given up on putting in the yays. So it's just, oh no, not again.
Yay. We buy some apples around here. We buy lots of apples.
Yeah.
We remember Screwy when we actually had, who was it? One of the VAs went off.
Was it Marika?
No, it wasn't Marika. No. It wasn't Marika.
It wasn't Marika.
No, it wasn't Marika.
Oh, damn, which one was it? I never, shoot.
Well, Andrew Francis dropped one. Francis dropped one.
Did that happen on our 1 year anniversary?
Yep, 1 year anniversary.
Yes.
That was 1 year anniversary when you took over. He dropped one. Trevor Duvall. Remember Trevor?
Yes.
Trevor Duvall dropped like 2 or 3 in the middle of the show.
Yes. He went stop.
I was like, whoa, dude, no. It's like, oh, sorry. That was funny.
It's okay. We'll fix it in post.
By the way, see, Twilight says hello.
Oh, hi.
Next.
So this one is from Marby Z. Question for all: are any of you participating in No Shave November?
I've already got a mustache.
Yeah, it's clear for you.
We did that last year.
I've kind of been doing that since October. I ended up growing a pretty nice beard.
Yeah.
I've been doing this since October 2 years ago.
I couldn't quite do that from the start of the year because it takes me a good long while to grow anything facial hair-wise. So I wanted to not look like a scruffy hobo in a nice suit for Nightmare Nights. So I'm not doing the no shave thing.
Yeah,
I have a decent jawline now. I don't need the fuzz.
I've kind of settled in. It was weird for a little bit, but now I'm kind of rocking a pretty nice Riker at this point. So
it looks good on you, AC.
I like it. It's finally grown on to me. It just like
you know what? You need 2 pictures. We need AC, and then we need Evil Spock AC. Right?
So it's going to have just a mustache version of me?
No, you remember Star Trek, right? You had Spock.
Oh yeah,
and then you had Evil Spock. And that's sort of what you look like with that with that whole goatee beard thing.
But which one was the evil one?
That's the truth. Which one is evil? Which one is the evil Spock? Must be the one wearing the gold sash.
Perhaps.
Yes.
Next. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Goodness.
As Arnold Schwarzenegger once told me, yeah, well, but hey.
Yeah, well, but hey. Mm-hmm.
I don't know the story.
I'm a wizard, mind you.
He's a wizard. Are you a wizard?
I'm a wizard too. Next.
So I don't know the story behind this, but I'm just going for it because I'm sure there's something behind it. This one's from Leatherneck Brony. Ask Sandy, when will I get a break?
Aren't you on break right now? I mean, you have at least a few more months before you have to get back to work. I mean, come on.
Yeah. There you go.
I need you to crack that whip on your unholy teenage army.
Goodness.
I had a whip in Nightmare Nights if you needed it, but you didn't ask me.
Yeah, we gotta. We probably gonna do our post-con meeting with all those staff that can make it out there, and I'm gonna buy them like pizza and drinks.
Nice.
Sort of a thank you, people. Enjoy your pizza and beer.
Pizza and beer.
I don't think anybody's gonna complain.
Nope. I wouldn't.
You could just play the scene from Ricky O where he knocks the hole into the wall and.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the meeting. You are all free now. Yay! Yay!
At least till next year.
Yeah,
just like this.
The big question is, are we having a next year, Bob Carr?
We are working on that.
Okay. Make sure to watch the website.
Yep.
Okay. Next.
So this one is from Timo Warner. Question for Bronyville. Who is the dream guest that you have gotten on the show?
Well, I mean, I think the best we've probably done was the interview at the BronyCon Winter way back, when we had Andrea and Tabitha and Nicole on. That was pretty awesome.
That was pretty awesome.
In one go.
Yeah.
Because Andrea's pretty hard to get in touch with nowadays, at least on our end.
She's a busy lady.
She is. She's got all that crazy music to make.
Yep.
Let's see. As for other ones, I really enjoyed having. Trying to nail it down to one is really rough.
One
What about you,
one that I
Sandy?
thought was pretty cool was Everfree Northwest when we actually had people come up and just sit on our couch and we offered them drinks and recorded and did talk shop. We had Andrea came up for a little bit. The CMC and their
the
entire
CMCs.
entourage. It's like it was the CMCs and their handlers and their parents and like 4 security guys. Like, hi. I mean, obviously they know why.
Yeah.
It's like then they didn't want any of our beer.
I wonder why.
But
We didn't offer any to the kids.
They were so energetic, and it was just one of those things of just thinking back.
I remember that one. It was sort of like the 3 of them with Applejack at the train station.
Yep.
Flop. So excited to see Babsy.
That was really great. Yeah, forget about that one, and I don't know why. Oh, it's so good.
I think the funnest one that we've had was Marika Hendricks. Oh man, she was a scream. She was just really funny. Had a wonderful time being on the show. Loved being on the show, and we talked about Black Lagoon. We talked about Gilda. That was just a scream having her on a show.
I think
Black Lagoon versus My Little Pony. There's a little bit of difference there.
A little bit of difference there, but you know what? It was fun.
When I went to Vancouver, me and Buttons, we went to supper with Marika and her husband, and she is just so freaking amazing.
Lots of fun.
Yeah. The weirdest. I just wanted to say the weirdest thing that was just a random. Didn't know this was going to actually be anything. Was somebody asked Peter New had he ever done female voices? And he said, actually, oh God, yes I did. And he showed us this bizarre video that he did. You can actually still find it online if you actually Google Peter New nesting dolls. It's called Russian Dolls Milkovids, and it's this 1 minute animation of him doing all the female voices of this YouTube video, just like, you like my new dress, it's just him being just so weird, and we did not expect that at all. It's one of my favorite things we ever just pulled out of the recesses of the internet. It was hilarious. I'd go check it out. It's just a minute, and if you just Google Peter New nesting dolls, you'll find it.
Okay. We'll have to put a link on the upload.
Absolutely.
I'm very. I'm scared if I want to.
Next, Screwy.
Oh goodness. Oh, this one's from Sombra. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Does it say crystals and ponies and slaves?
Yes, in brackets. No. But I never. What? Okay, so I'm just gonna go along with this because I don't know if it's true or not. But what's Richard Picardo's role going to be in season 4?
Dr. Pony, obviously.
Yeah, he's gonna be a Canterlot physician.
There you go.
That's what they said on the.
No, we're just guessing.
Oh, okay. Okay,
he's
you know what?
well known for being a doctor.
What I want to know is what Weird Al Yankovic's character's going to be. That's what
I have an idea.
Poniachi?
No. Well, spoilers. Not gonna say it.
Nope.
But I
You're
have an
gonna
idea.
say it.
Don't say it. Don't. You
Plug
say
your
it.
ears, Dusty. I
know,
love spoilers.
I gotta watch out now because I mean Hasbro's goons might bust through my ceiling with their Nerf painted real guns.
They might actually.
But
they might.
Shh. I have a feeling that he'll be a prankster pony. Just saying.
Oh yeah, of course. What I want to know is the accordion's coming with him.
Oh, I have no doubt.
No doubt.
You know what my guess is? Someone is going to end up being Star Swirl bearded.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You know how I know that? Because I got this from Pink Pearl Apple. Thank you, Pink. But she also sent these. These stickers from Enterplay. And you know what that is? You know what that is? Star Swirl's cutie mark.
Yeah, I actually came across those tonight at
There
Target.
is no reason that they would use Star Swirl's cutie mark in marketing if it wasn't coming.
You want me? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go around ahead and say this. Spoilers. Plug your ears for those. But
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
There's episode 3. There's supposed to be a supposed ghost. Yeah. I'm thinking that's Star Swirl.
Too spooky.
Spooky.
I think that's what's gonna happen. I'm pretty positive. I'm willing
to. You know what? I've got my own theory.
I just want Sir Ian McKellen to do Star Swirl.
There you go. That is. Yeah.
It's Applejack's parents. Sorry.
Yeah, come on. That's evil.
Glad I could bring down the room. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Next.
Goodness. Okay, here we go. This one's from Shadow Sight. To all, what is your hype level for season 4?
I'm at DEF CON.
I didn't even realize it was here.
I'm on DEF CON 4. With 5 being the highest DEF CON. I'm on DEF CON 4. Which means I have 3 more days to get there. Jack it up. Because
5 days.
Yes, 5 days. See, I gotta go to work, so I might have to get up early and see if I can find an East Coast feed on the big TV so I can watch it before I go to work.
I'm what is it? I'm not working, so right afterwards I'm going over with my friends and we're just gonna talk the living hell about it.
Oh yeah. What about you guys?
What's nice is our show is going to be on after the episodes. So we're going to be like maximum hype, and there's going to be nothing but season 4 talk. And headcanon, and oh my gosh, did you see that? And oh my gosh, there's a core in this episode, and this, that, and the other.
That's
spoilers.
That's why I hate you. I hate you two.
We record Saturdays at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, so we can get the fresh horse.
Yeah. Hate you guys.
Shameless plug.
Absolutely.
I can never get in on the recordings because I'm standing behind a counter selling Harley parts on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I can't get in on it. It's making me angry.
The funny thing for this is that for me it's going to be just it's still like I don't expect it because Sandy and I have both been on like con work mode for the longest time. It's just like okay, I guess so the next thing we need to look forward to is the season. When is that? Like in 4 days? Wait. Huh.
Hey, I'll let you know. I'm at the tail end of my recovery period from the con. You know, I survived my brief bout with nightmare-nitis, and everything's finishing up there. So getting back into a normal beat of things is just hard. And then it's like, oh wait, ponies in 4 days. I suppose I should watch that.
Yes, you should.
I hear it's pretty good.
I hear it's kind of a good show.
Cute horses doing cute things.
Yep.
What can we expect from that?
Cuteness.
Cuteness.
Possibly.
Cuddly. Awesomeness. I don't know.
Next.
So this one is from. Pardon?
I love the stuff that comes in from.
Yes.
So this one is from.
James Justice.
Have to get ready for that.
Yes.
It requires quite a bit of.
Quite a clearing of the phlegm from nightmare-itis. Yes. So what does our resident superhero, savior of cornflakes, want to know this week?
It's a question for all. Since cons happened since the last episode, I have to ask this. What awesome swag did you guys get at the con?
What didn't I get? Look, you know what? I showed this off earlier. Check this out. I got Lazy Thunderlane. You know who got Lazy Thunderlane for me? GM Barrow bought this for me.
Aww.
Isn't that cool? Oh,
yes.
Lazy Thunderlane. I love Thunderlane. He's awesome. So GM got that for me. It was cool.
Neat.
Absolutely. What about you guys?
Well, I was I didn't get a lot of time to go in through the dealer's den and whatnot. I was a little busy. But I did end up getting one of Pixel Kitty's print sets.
Aha.
Signed by everybody with some very, very nice notes right at the end. And I had a poster signed by the directors, you know, thanks for keeping the trains running on time, stuff like that. I picked up one of the Fourth Dimension Twilights. Oh. Really cute. Yeah. And I ordered one of the Paper Ponies Nightmare Nights exclusive Nightmare Moon shadow
were
boxes.
Awesome.
You should buy stuff from them. I will continue to say that.
You know what? They gave me one, and I got the Derpy with the muffin for my girlfriend. So Amy has it. So they said, "Here, Dusty, you may have one." It's like, okay, I'm gonna get that for my girlfriend. Thank you. Now she has it. So. But the Nightmare Moon they did was awesome. Oh.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. What about you, AC?
All right. Well, let's see. Starry and I picked up a set of We Love Fine tees. She actually got a Luna shirt. I picked up, and I'm wearing right now, a Bee and Puppy Cat shirt because I love that cartoon too.
Okay. Yep.
So I've got that. Picked up some posters. One from our friend Kefka Floyd. Starry picked up another poster, which unfortunately I don't know the artist, but we had that. And then I've linked it in the chat because I really want to see if there's any way you could pop this up or put it into the chat or something. But the Paper Ponies made us this gorgeous, oh my god, it's gorgeous, shadow box for us.
Yeah?
And yeah, go click that and check that stuff out because it's full of just our inside gags. It's full of Chef has a rarity mug, and there's a discarded Rainbow Dash mug on the floor. Yeah. There's, the I Believe in Freaking Out pin that I created. The fire status is in the background. It is. I saw this, and I just could not comprehend it when I received it. It was
I'll put
so
it up on the YouTube.
Amazing.
It'll be over my shoulder on the YouTube because there's no way for me to bring it up right now. But
no problem, I understand. But yeah, I adored it. Oh my god, it's so cool.
Sweet.
I got to get the mounting hardware. I'm going to put that over my PC where I record normally. I'll have to relocate my Sophie Cabra Luna print, but it's okay. She'll understand.
No, she won't.
Oh, well.
I'll ask her because she's going to be on the show soon. So I'll ask her, hey, you know what? If Chef moves your print from above his work area, would you be okay with that? I'll see. I'll catch it out for you. I'll smooth it over with Sophie for you. I've known her for years. You know, we're tight. Next.
So this one I also from James Justice. I also have to bring up this one. It's a controversial question.
Oh, boy.
I already disagree.
Wait, but this is the thing. The question is, what are things you don't want to see in season 4?
Oh.
I'm afraid of that one.
I don't want to see Blue Blood burying Twilight Sparkle.
Oh my God! No, yeah, no.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
I didn't like that fiction either. So
no, that I didn't like that one.
There's plenty of things I would do.
Yeah, see, I will go with
Granny Smith breaks her leg and Celestia has to show up with a shotgun. You know, that'd be terrible.
That'd be terrible. We don't want to see that. No. Don't want to see that.
Wabniar, I think I say him. Here's a good one. He says he's like the ending of G4 MLP.
What?
Yeah, that would be kind of sad.
That would be sad. I don't want to see that.
Yeah. For me, I would say if I was going to go for something even moderately serious, and I'm sorry for I get. We send a lot of we make people believe that we don't like Applejack for some reason, but I don't know why. I like Applejack, but
he's the best background pony.
Oh! Carradin's gonna hurt you.
Shots fired.
Carradin's gonna hurt you. Applejack favorite pony upstairs.
I'm going to double negative this. I don't not want to see an Applejack episode.
See, I told you. I told you. You already made him mad. Unbeliever. See,
I want to see an episode where they define her more, because I still do not feel, even through 3 seasons, that there's been that one episode that you go, yes, I got it. You know, I've got all of these. I still feel Applejack after all this time is still lacking that je ne sais quoi or whatever that makes it be like, oh yeah, I really, really like that character. I just think she's missed that so far. And I really want to like the character because of my Southern heritage and all that kind of crazy stuff added to it. But I just don't feel it's there.
Okay.
Now, everyone else is so dynamic, and all I feel that she has in me thing is hard worker, has a family.
Okay.
I just want more.
How much more do you need? How much more do you need? She's a very hard worker. You know, has the farm, takes care of the farm, takes care of her family. She's very grounded, very, you know, there for her friends at all times, very honest. What more do you need? What more do you need, AC?
Here's what Here's what I say would be cool. If you found out that Applejack really could be truly a jack of all trades if put to the test.
Okay.
If it is one of these things where it's like, oh crap, we need someone that can play the trumpet tonight. She will be on that and working, and she will be able to play a trumpet that night. Someone that is that hard of a worker that would be able just to fill in that role.
Fiddle. Why would an apple farmer play trumpet? Why?
Yeah, you gotta play.
Why? A fiddle, a guitar.
A guitar, a fiddle,
a squeeze box, something.
But I'm saying, like, if it is, well, that's what I'm saying. Even if it's something that would technically be outside of her wheelhouse, she's got the dedication and the drive to be like, okay, there is a definitive need here. There is something that needs to be done. No one else has the capacity to do it. So I'm going to put in the hard work, and I will fill in that missing piece. Like, I think that could be fantastic.
It has to be like, you know, I'm thinking... You know, I was really hoping during the camping scenes that she was going to whip out a guitar, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And when they're out camping, it's like, whip out the guitar, do some campfire songs. Come on.
They should have done
Lays down a century.
A campfire song scene.
Yeah. That would have been awesome. Applejack plays guitar. I can see it. And she already brought up that Twilight Sparkle looked like a country music singer. during Nightmare Night. She brought that up. So obviously country music happens.
Okay. I don't know if you guys heard the new song of season 4, the Apple song.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It is so catchy.
So catchy.
So catchy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we got time for 2 more questions and make them good.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this one up because it's a nice one. It's nice for this person. Where'd I put it? Oh, here we go. So this one's from Flutterlove. It's actually Flutterlove's birthday.
Well, happy birthday to you, Flutterlove. Another trip around the sun for you.
Turning 23.
23.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
You are now closer to being a fully baked adult human. Good job.
Very close.
Wait, when is it? Wait, what's the actual age to be a fully adult?
25.
Yeah, 25 is when you're in
1 hour.
starts
I
to
mean,
go
1 hour.
down.
One more. I'm turning 25 this February. Can't wait now.
Insurance rates drop and rental cars become easier to get.
Absolutely. Ben turned 45 and everything gets really easy.
Except everything starts
Don't
breaking.
ask me how I know. Come on, next.
Oh, sorry. So this one's from Gavin Japp. Question for all. Here's a toughie. What style of song do you think MLP would not do well?
Ooh, rap.
Rap.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're not gonna do
Gregorian chant.
There you go, Gregorian chants. Unless there's a Daring Do episode where she has to go to Spain.
Yes.
Yes. I can see it now. It's gonna be awesome.
And they smack their heads with boards, and
Yes.
nobody gets
Boom.
the reference unless except
Okay,
Except
I
for
get
us.
the reference. I get the reference. It's Monty Python Holy Grail.
Thank you.
Good job.
Bam!
Good job. But that's what we need. We have Daring Do goes to Spain with a Monty Python reference. Get on it, Sibsy.
I want to see that so bad. That would be
Yes.
so awesome. Holy cow.
No one expects the
Spanish
Spanish Inquisition. No one.
The Spanish. How would it be in Spain? With Spanish? It would be Spain Marinish. Spanish.
Who knows?
Who knows?
We have to work on our puns.
We have to work on our puns.
Meanwhile, I know that there's a Spain convention right now.
Is there?
They're rolling, going like,
Yeah.
we already figured it out.
We already figured it out. Let's just call them. It's like, I have Malaysia calling me. The Malaysian bronies are calling me about their convention coming up. So I have to talk to them about their convention. We'll find out. Anyway, Screwball.
YOLO.
It's that time, buddy. It's that time. Give me that one awesome final question.
Okay, 1 sec. I thought you said 2 questions.
You did. You've done 3. This is the third question.
I'll go for another. Of course. Go ahead, let this dragon. Let's see here. Ah, that was too easy.
42.
Okay, I'll bring up this one again. You guys mentioned this a lot earlier. So, Late Metal asks, as a fan of tabletop gaming,
Yes.
what did you think of the Anything story arc with Princess Cadence and Shiny Armor in the MLP comic books?
Loved it. Are you kidding me? I am a child of the 80s. Everything in that comic touched my life at some point. Everything. From, Adam Ant to, Wild Stallions to tabletop gaming to, the Bullies in the Dance and all that stuff.
It was a pretty straight 80s high school movie.
It was pretty much a straight 80s high school, let's do Breakfast Club in a comic. It was pretty damn cool. I loved it.
And the references to Oingo Boingo were pretty oblique, and I liked them.
Oh, yeah. The Oingo Boingo references were good.
It's like, I know exactly what song he's referencing there. I should feel bad.
Yes. No, you shouldn't feel bad. You should feel bad if you didn't know that Oingo Boingo was on the Gong Show.
Yep.
They were. Got Gong, too. But anyway, with that, we're at the end of the program. So we are going to right now read this lovely list of original content equipment right over here that you can watch every week here on Everfree Network. Oh, wait a minute. Because I'm old and I'm blind, I better put my glasses on. Okay. First of all is this show on Mondays. That is your Stay Brony, my friends. Normally at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. We're going back to it. So, and then on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, you got QD Art Crusaders. The CAC find the best art this fandom has to offer. Tells you why it is so good. Check that out. And then the inventory at KPNY Wednesdays on the odd weeks, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Radio drama where the ponies of Equestria discover the Earth's internet and bronies, and then they have to figure out what to do with us. So check that one out. Hilarity ensues. Equestrian Choir is on hiatus, but normally they would be on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, the source of truth in Equestria. Into the Spotlight with Osaka Jack, Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, focuses on the person behind the brony that needs a spotlight shined on them for really great stuff. Sketchy Sounds Live Songcast, Thursdays, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2-hour live songcast played by Sketchy for you every Thursday at 2. Post My Video, Jay Holler and B-Vids, Thursdays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, the premier video and animation showcase, interviews with guests, and showing off all that new PMV content every week. On the radio side, Lunar Republic Takeover, Fridays, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Nightmare Moon takes over this very stream and plays all your music requests every Friday. Then, Mixology with DJ One Trick and DJ Midley went Saturdays, 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern. Two awesome DJs take over the stream, bend your ears with all the awesome wubs you could ever want. Eastern Sounds with Frozen Sound, that is Saturdays, 11 a.m. Pacific, 5 a.m. Eastern. A 2-hour live mix of Brony dance music scheduled for the European time zones. Saturday Night Songs with Michelle Kreber, Saturdays, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Kreber Clan bring you all the fun times when they're not on the road doing stuff. When they're around, they have a show. Blue Screen Bronies, Sundays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. These guys help you find all the really great new games that are out there. Guess what? The PS4 just came out. They'll probably talk about it this week, so check that out. And then on Sundays, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, Pegasisters Live. Emily and Tay will talk about all of this stuff from the Pegasisters point of view. So you want to check that out on Sundays. And with that, that's everything you can come and watch right here on Everfree Network. And with that, new t-shirt. Remember, guys, the t-shirt is out. You want to buy it because it is awesome. 1, 2, 3. It's that graphic right there. So that is on Redbubble. So go to Redbubble and explore Everfree Network, and you'll find this t-shirt right here. It comes in all kinds of different colors. You can get stickers, all of that at Redbubble. So if you want to support the show, please support the show. Grab a t-shirt at your earliest convenience. And with that, I want to thank AC, Apple Cider, Chef Sandy of Bronyville Podcast. I want to thank BabsCon. I want to thank Caradwin. I want to thank Amy, my beautiful girlfriend. EFN for giving us this platform. Screwy for doing what he does so awesome. And my good friend Tugrick for giving me some awesome pulled pork last night. It was awesome. Thanks, buddy. Delicious. And for you to come and support us every time we turn that camera on and make fools of ourselves. Every time. Every time. Anything you want to say, guys? Anything you want to say?
Yay, we survived, Sandy.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! We survived.
May I do a quick bumper for us?
You may, absolutely.
All right. Let me load this up from our show. If you liked us silly faces today, you can always go over to BronyShow.com or BronyvillePodcast.com. Email across at Bronyville@gmail.com. Or if you want to go ahead and catch our show, it is every Saturdays, noon Pacific. That would be 3 p.m. Eastern over at justin.tv/BronyvillePodcast. And if you just need to find us and, hear us talk and be all sorts of Twittery, my Twitter account is at Bronyville.
Mine's at Chef Sandy.
There you go.
And mine is at Dusty_Cat. And Screwballs is?
At Screwball_SBMF.
Thanks.
I actually had to open up my Twitter and check.
Yeah, you had to think a second there.
I love my screwball. Thanks again, everybody. Thank you once again to Pink Pearl Apple for the necklace and the other stuff. Thank you very much. And I will catch you guys in 2 weeks. And guess who we're going to have in 2 weeks, people? 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to have Sipsy. Sipsy will be here on the program live talking to you. And guess what? That's going to be after the premiere. So you get to ask her all kinds of season 4 stuff because the embargo is over.
Enjoy your fresh horse.
Enjoy your fresh horse. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. Catch you later. Ciao.
Bye.
Don't hit the button, AC.
Okay.
I already hit it.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we'll be back soon. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.